What other better outlet to do than to just get on social media and randomly vent? And I'm sorry for trauma dumping ahead of time. But yeah, everybody else does it to me when I'm fucking strolling my TikTok and I randomly come across somebody's whole life story. Now I'm fucking crying in the dark. And I don't even know this person. So yeah, let me get my rocks off and figure my life out. You get what I'm saying?
Touching yourself to that video we made a month ago. You were free in your colors, know how you told me in the sitting next to you. I never know. Who do you fuck in the city? I'm not there.
Hey my poohs, it's Rae Ash here, and I am back. Am I back, or am I just getting started with a vlog? I'm just so nervous because this has been a long time in the making. I would always do vlogs and just not upload the content, or do them as though people know who I am, and that's not necessarily true. But anywho, I would like to introduce myself. Rae Ash stands for Raven Ashley, which is both of my first names. My older sister named me, and that is how Raven Ashley came about, because she loved Raven Simone when she was a kid, and then her best friend's name was Ashley, so my mom let my sister name me. Excuse me for coming on camera looking a little crusty, but I just figured it was now or never that I get started vlogging, because a lot of the other content that I recorded on coming up to this day was very unfocused and blurry, so I had to, you know, adjust my camera settings before I came back on camera and whatnot. Let's just go for it right out the gate. Today is January 28th. I am unemployed, okay? And I've been unemployed for 6 months. Struggling. I have no other outlet right now but to put myself out there on all social media platforms and just go for it. You get what I'm saying? What's the worst that could happen, for one? For two, I am learning to not just exist in this world and actually start living, because for a while I was fucking depressed for like years and I didn't even know it, but it was just traumatic experience after traumatic experience after traumatic experience, until the point where I don't want to even start crying because I feel like I'm gonna cry, where I thought it was normal. And last year I took a few trips out of the country, and each trip I got better and better mentally, just because I got away from certain things, if that makes sense. And that's when I started learning what peace and content looks like in my life, if that makes sense. I've always been a go-getter. I've always been just a super outgoing individual, fearless, and as I entered 30s, some things rapidly changed, you know. You don't feel that safety net, well, I'm young and I could just make mistakes anymore. You feel like every fucking, excuse my language, every fucking choice that you make is being put under a microscope, and well, you should have this, you should have done this, and goals that you preset when you were a kid, just not knowing the trajectory of life in general and circumstances that may occur. You put those goals into place, and then when you don't hit those pinnacles, like, you just like, oh shit, I'm fucking up. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of my stress and depression came from. And now I'm just learning to just not have those type of preset goals with years and age associated with it. It's just work towards this and this span of time, and if you don't feel like that's something for you, you can revisit it later. If that's something that you choose to part ways from, don't feel bad, give yourself grace. But I honestly gotten to the point too where I've given myself too much fucking grace that I fucked up. So now this is me putting my life back together. I don't know where to start but here, honestly. and just to be as transparent as possible, because for a while I just didn't want to do that. You always want to be seen as somebody who just has it together, and with me, I know how to roll with the punches, so everybody always thought, oh, Raven got it, Raven got it. And no, I don't fucking have it, okay? I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. And this world is so terrible right now. What other better outlet to do than to just get on social media and randomly vent? And I'm sorry for trauma dumping ahead of time. But yeah, everybody else does it to me when I'm fucking strolling my TikTok and I randomly come across somebody's whole life story. Now I'm fucking crying in the dark. And I don't even know this person. So yeah, let me get my rocks off and figure my life out. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Back onto the point. I am putting the pieces back together one day at a time. And though I'm laughing right now, 5 o'clock in the morning, I was fucking sobbing. Praying, you know? And that was one of the raw, vulnerable moments where I was just like, yeah, Raven, it's time to put some action behind your words. Get back to your, you know, resilient, rambunctious self and fucking do it. Let's do it. Fucking let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So this is where this video starts off. And you get to see a little of my personality. You know, still weave, just came from the gym. About to eat some random ass shit out this refrigerator because I do not feel like eating boiled eggs right now, because lo and behold, God knows I deserve some rice. Okay? Anyhow, yeah, I just want to do a small introduction about what is going on. And like I said, I lost my job, so I'm figuring it out. It's been months and I'm all at square one. I might be laughing, but this is so fucking scary. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the fucking answers.
You ain't got the answer.
But yeah, my lips are chapped. I'm washed out because I did a training with a trainer. Fucking kicked my ass. Okay? But like I said, I'm starting over. I'm starting over with the way I eat, my fitness goals, my actual career goals, and just learning new things, because I've always been a person who just like to learn and I like to put myself out there. But as I got, like I said, as I got older, it just got scary. So this is me just breaking every wall that I put up for myself, every barrier that I created mentally. And we're just gonna go from here. No, things are not fucking perfect over here. Okay, so even if you don't see rough times, trust me, I probably cried 3,500 times before I picked up that camera and got it together, because I was taught to roll with the punches from my grandmother, Diane B. Pierce, fierce lady. Miss her dearly, but she's still here with me. She actually told me, her and God, that it's okay not to know. Sometimes just do what your calling is. And my calling right now is to start my YouTube channel and to be a content creator, as I always dreamt of doing since I was like 16, honestly. From watching Jackie Aina to watching Aaliyah's. I've been watching Aaliyah's face forever. You get what I'm saying? Who else? Aaliyah J, De'Ara and Ken, and just to De'Ara now. And I still, you know, subscribe to newer YouTubers. So I fuck with Kiana J, Life is Neat, Neek's Life, or Life with Neek. I can't know how she put it up there, but regardless of me rambling on, what else should I tell you all? You know, I don't know what to say sometimes, so it will be a little awkward, but I'm excited. Oh, I guess I could tell you like certain things about me. My favorite color is like purple, but it's random colors of purple. like periwinkle that has little blue in it, lavender, stuff like that. I love royal purple, but I think Planet Fitness kind of ruined it for me. I got cups and stuff, like tumblers with all these type of purples. If I show you my drawer, you'll be like, yeah, that bitch like lavender, periwinkle, and all that type of thing. What else? I joke in times where a joke might not be appropriate, just to keep from crying. I am also a girl who likes to make others laugh. So yeah, I used to prank a lot, but luckily I've gotten out of that stage because my younger brother told me I needed to grow the fuck up. I love being an auntie. So yeah, those are my TT babies and I love them so dearly, and I just love being an aunt. Do I see kids in my future? Let me stop glitching. I don't know. Time will tell. As I told you all, I'm trying to stop thinking about the future. What else do I feel like you all should know? I just moved into the place that I moved in right now about 3 or 4 months ago, which is quite scary. I thought I was over it, but yeah, I am single by choice, okay? Because why would a man be here?
Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? No, it's actually pissing me off.
Why? I am a God-fearing woman. I am not religious. I'm very spiritual. However, I do not judge people. I feel like people are living in the light that God has called them to, and when it's time to fully come into him, they will. And I can tell them about my God, and I might be the person who persuades them by telling them about my God, but I'm not going to tell you like you're living your life wrong, because we're all sinners, FYI. So there is no judgment with me. Oh yeah, another thing, I am the least judgmental person you may ever meet. Although my personality is very, very strong and sometimes like standoffish when it comes to meeting new people because I'm trying to feel you out. A lot of people always be like, oh, I thought you was just so judgmental, and then they figure it out and I'm like, you're like the least judgmental person I know. I know, because like, look at how I'm living. Like, I don't know. I ain't gotta figure it out, baby. I don't have the answers. Like I said, I don't have the answers. And then what else? I'm trying to stop saying I love doom scrolling, which I'm going to get out of. On TikTok, I like to read like motivational books. I'm a person who will motivate you the most, and it's so ironic because I will tear myself down and not motivate myself as much. I'm the most A-B type person you'll meet in your life, okay? At points of time, I'm just very type A. At points of time, I'm type B. Sometimes I'm a mix. Like, it just, you never know. It just all depends on my mental. I'm a little crazy. Yeah, I know that. But, yeah. Other than that, what else? I don't know what else. But only thing I can say is that you all stick with me. You will find out more about me. And I just hope to get to know you all too. I am going to be consistent on here. I am going to be uploading on Wednesdays and Sundays. Also, don't mind my hat, y'all, and me grabbing my hair. This is like a nervous reaction. And I be feeling like y'all here with me every time I'm talking. Like, I hate public speaking. When it's more than 2 people in front of me, I get to hide my face. Maybe they're not looking, but yeah. I'll get to know me more and more and more and more. And I just hope you come with me through this journey. So, yeah. Look how white my lips are. What the fuck? Okay.